please. Kenilworth, how are we doing? Kenilworth on a Saturday night, eh? That's that one off the bucket list. Oh, finally, what a rush. They offered me the Apollo tonight. I went, no way, guys. I'm doing a panto stage off the A48. That's what I'm doing. That's what I want to do. It's nice, that feels like a nice sort of comfortable middle class kind of place. Yeah. It's got the energy of like a kind of Waitrose shareholders meeting. I could tell this place was nice because whenever I do a gig somewhere I haven't been before, I always look it up to try and look up the best things to do somewhere, to sort of get a feel for it so I can talk about it on stage. The number one thing that came up when you Google things to do in Kenilworth was a ghost and crime walking tour. That's a pretty good sign for a town when crime is as rare as ghosts are. That's the dream, isn't it? I live in Stoke-on-Trent. I can do a crime walking tour from my house. Wonderful. So thank you very much for having me on the middle act here to support Harry. Isn't he fantastic, everybody? Absolutely fantastic. And this is very different for me. This is an interesting thing for me to come and do. I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not a professional. This started as a hobby. A little thing to blow off some steam from my main job. So I'm actually a healthcare worker. That's my main thing, yeah. I'm not doing this. I actually work as a GP, which is why you probably haven't seen me before. Keep ringing, I believe in you. But looking at the age of this room, this does look like my waiting room in here. It's like, is this a gig or a prostate support club? But it's cool, man. It's something that's very nice. You know, it's different to the telly. I'll say that much. It's different to the telly. Whenever I watch TV medical dramas, I always like to annoy my girlfriend by pointing out all the little inaccuracies. You know, like the way they've got staff. Talking of which, any nurses in tonight? One? All right, about the same as my hospital. And it's funny as well, like no matter how bad things get, like the British public have crazy high expectations of what they want from their healthcare, right? So I made the mistake of reading the Facebook reviews for the hospital I work at. An amazing read, the Facebook reviews. Very much the emotional extremes, you might have guessed, like sort of angry 1-star things and very sort of gushy 5-star things. And then I saw one review, right, that was a genuine thing someone had written that just said, very simply, saved my mother's life. 3 stars. Yeah, mum's alive, but the parking was expensive, wasn't it? I hate it, man. And it's stressful as well, this job. It wears you out. It wears you out. I'm 36. I mean, look at me, man. I'm meant to be at the prime of my life. I look like posh Gollum. Like appalling. This is how bald I've got now, right? So the other day, I took a picture of my thumb by accident, and the phone recognised that as my face and tagged me in it. Reached that threshold of baldness as well, where other people assume it's like fine just to make a crack at it at my expense. And one of my patients the other day was like, oh, we could call you Dr. Baldylocks. I was like, oh, we could stop your morphine. A lot of pressures, a lot of stresses, going to say that much. A lot of pressures, a lot of stresses. They move you to random parts of the country for absolutely no reason. As I mentioned, Stoke-on-Trent, I've been there the last couple of years. Not from there originally, obviously, which is why I have the neck tattoo. Amazing. Stoke is amazing as a place. It really is. It's very unique, right? So to set it up, again, Stoke as a town on TripAdvisor got 3.7, right? Doesn't sound bad. Stoke Prison got 4.1. It's just nothing there. It's insane. It's barren. So I live next to a road called the High Street, right? They literally called it the High Street. Would barely pass as a side street in any other town, right? Literally all it has is a Nisa, 2 pharmacies and an Indian. Not in a restaurant, just a guy. Who runs and owns the 2 pharmacies. That's what he is. along with his wife Nisa, who I've already mentioned. And there's no Waitrose! No Waitrose, unlike you lucky buggers here in Kenilworth. You'll be able to stand a day without a Waitrose. I'm the same, yeah. And everyone there thinks I'm posh, because I say that, and I'm not posh, you know. I actually grew up in a fairly rough part of my parents' estate. But it is a shock, right, for the first time in my life, having to do my weekly shop at B&M. Yeah. Which is unfiltered chaos, isn't it, B&M? Right, it's the only shop I've had a member of staff ask me where something was. It's just insane. One of my favourite games I like to play in B&M, highly recommend, right, is I like to, because it's so random and the different things they have no correlation, I like to see if I can collect the strangest combination of items I can, just to try and sort of stress out the boy on the checkouts when he has to sell it to me. Do you know what I mean? You turn up with nothing but 42 tubs of baby food and a hammer. 3 tubes of lubricant and 1 courgette. To do returns. Best one I ever did, right? I waited till Valentine's Day, right? I bought a pair of edible underwear, some whipped cream, some high heels, and then a card saying, best grandma ever. You know what I've learned in life? No matter where you live, you make the most of it. You know, and I'm at a lovely phase of my life. Things are going pretty good. Like, I don't have kids, and if you have kids, that's great. But I don't know. It's hard to get excited about other people's kids. Do you ever find that? Yeah. Your friends are like, oh, isn't she amazing? You know, now she can hold objects and makes little noises. You're just like, yeah. So does my fridge. Yeah, I didn't ruin your wedding by bringing that, did I? So. Also, there's a weird social etiquette amongst my age group, right? But inviting your adult friends to your young children's birthday parties. I don't know why we do that. It's like you should come to Tilly's 5th. Oh yeah, should be a great party. You're like, fucking how? What? What? We're going to meet a cool 5-year-old who's up for doing drugs? No, I don't. Also, like, I don't have kids, right? So I'd be in a position at a party where some parent's like, which one's yours? And I have to go, oh no, I'm just here to watch. I think I'll have kids someday. I think I might have kids someday, but it's tough, you know. To me and my partner, we've got a lovely little thing going on. We're at a very comfy phase of life, and we're afraid about jeopardising that, you know. Like, we've been seeing each other 10 years. It's pretty good, you know. We spend every evening together. We still make each other laugh, and she's talking about leaving her husband, so. Pretty exciting. And we argue, of course we argue, all couples argue. I think we've been going out for a long time. The things you argue about become harder to explain to other people. Do you know what I mean? I called her a hoarder the other day, which is one you've got to pronounce exactly right, by the way. Because she does, she holds on to everything, man. Our house looks like the Amazon stock house, you know, it's crazy, you know. And I'm the opposite, I'm very OCD. So if something ain't being used, I'll just chuck it out. Do you know what I mean? Some clothes in a box she ain't worn, some pen in a drawer she barely uses. She's like, I need that for my nut allergy. I'm like, whatever. Meanwhile, she wakes me up for snoring. That's always fun, isn't it, lads? To be woken up halfway into an argument you had no idea it even started. She's trying to get your bearings. She's like, you're doing it again. You know, this is why I should drive. And I'll be honest with you guys, sometimes I do wonder why she's still with me. You know, what my value is in that partnership. Like, she's a lot better looking than me, my girlfriend, and that's not me boasting, all right? It's just a reality that I look like this and she doesn't. To be honest with you, like, we did our celebrity lookalikes the other day. Hers came out as Michelle Mahangan. Mine was Thomas the Tank Engine. And when you got a better looking girlfriend, everyone loves telling you, you're punching, like it's a compliment. So I mean, like, the number of times people are like, gosh, she's way better looking than you are. I'm like, just drive the fucking Uber. I don't... Didn't ask. wife just openly tells me how haggard I look, right? Like, at work the other day, we had a new nurse, and she came up to me and she was like, hey, are you the bald doctor called Henry? I was like, just ask if I'm called Henry. Why the extra detail? You can go to a hotel and be like, hey, are you the fat fuck on reception? I tell you, it gets in your head, gets in my head, you know, like I worry that my girlfriend doesn't find me sexually attractive or interesting in the bedroom, you know, and don't get me wrong, you know, she still enjoys it in her own way, you know, she reads. It can be tough in a long-term couple to spice it up, not the little swingers club down here, you're doing great, but... my man, but... for the rest of us it's tough. Can be tough. You've got to find little things to do to spice it up, you know. Like this year for Lent, okay, me and my girlfriend see if we could challenge each other to go 6 weeks without sex, as opposed to our usual 12. We tried sex talking once, but that talking in the bedroom that's a single person's thing. Do you know what I mean? Because it's exciting, you're pushing boundaries. When you've been in a couple for 10 years, sex talk, it just leads to arguments. You know each other too well. It's too fine a line between feedback and criticism. Well, I remember being with her once, and I was doing my best, as I usually do, and doing it for the king, and halfway through she spontaneously went, deeper! And I was like, I can't! I mean, that is all of it, as we both well know, right? And what was the oh, shall I go upstairs and get some more peanuts? I'm sorry, I don't know. I'm a fool of myself. Sometimes I'm very jealous of those kind of blokes who have that kind of natural laddie, alpha male confidence. You know, I never really had that. Never been a laddie lad, a struggle on stag do's, that kind of stuff, you know, like football especially. I can't really bond with blokes because I understand football. I don't get it at all. To me, it's a very weird culture, football. When you really break it down, you think about what football fans do, right? So they'll learn all these statistics, right, and then they'll wear the same clothes to go to the same place at the same time every week and watch the exact same thing happen, right? I'm not being mean, but if that was anything else, that'd be autism. Wouldn't it? Yeah, like, why is that with like football? You memorise the transfer windows, the fixtures, you're a lad down the pub, you do that with trains. That's a free laptop on the NHS, isn't it? Thing. And I've always been that way. I was never like a sporty bloke. I hated sports at school because I was a fat kid. Grew up a fat kid. No one believes me now, but I did. I was a fat kid, you know, puppy fat, but you know, a shitload of puppies. Like a kennel. And it meant that I started late with the whole scene with girls, everything like that. You know, I didn't have any kind of sexual experience till after I went to university, and that was the only, you know, because it was the first time I had broadband. You know. Because that was a game changer. When the internet came in, because before the internet it was very hard to predict what you were going to get when you tried to look at porn. I remember once finding a videotape, right, hidden in my dad's desk, labelled "Big-breasted teen gets humiliated." Right, when I watched it, it turned to be a video of me at sports day. Well, I've learned in life, right, there's basically two categories of bloke, right, and I think you'll identify with this, two categories of bloke. You're either the kind of guy who is attractive to women your own age and has a lovely time growing up, right, or you're the kind of guy who is irresistibly attractive to elderly women, right, and I'm definitely in the latter category. I work with them, I work in hospital wards, right, I'm like catnip for the geriatric, I really am. Honestly. And these women will just say whatever's on their mind. And one of my patients the other day was like, God, the things I would do to you if I was 10 years younger. I was like, right, well, you're 80 now, Doris. And they always do that, old ladies, as well. They'll give you a compliment, and it will start like it's going to be nice, and there's just like a hurtful sting of unnecessary honesty at the end, isn't it? You're a good-looking lad. Doesn't matter that you're balding. Then don't mention it. You'd be perfect for my daughter. She's got low self-esteem. But I love that. I tell you, I love that generation. I love it. I'm not having to go. I think they're the best generation out of all of us. I do. There's a lot of them here tonight. But they could meet me afterwards. But because they say it how it is, that generation. They say it how it is, and they hate to make a fuss. They absolutely hate to make a fuss. And my favourite story on that theme is a completely true story. Okay, so my old hospital once accidentally got two old ladies mixed up, and accidentally discharged one old lady back to the other one's house. Right? Okay, this genuinely happened, right? So imagine this, right? The wrong house, right? Some random husband opens the door, right? Sees it's a completely wrong woman, but just politely goes, yeah, lets her in. Waves off the paramedics. And it's just like, all right, I guess that's my wife now. Best part of the story is, he didn't raise the mistake, the hospital realised and phoned him. I was like, Jesus. How long would he just politely left that for? Do you know what I mean? Next family back gathering, just being like, okay, little heads up about Grandma. She might seem a tad confused. And now she's black. Any questions? I do love that generation. They had it very different, that generation, you know, very different, especially when it came to stuff like meeting each other and dating, that kind of stuff. And I'm jealous, you know, I am very jealous because, you know, we've got all the dating apps and all that stuff. It's less fun, do you know what I mean? Like when you hear the story about how your grandparents met in their generation, it's always beautiful, isn't it? It's like a romantic novel, it's lovely. Like, here's the story of how my grandparents met. Genuine true story, right? So they were working in the same office in like the 1930s or 1940s or whatever. And his desk was the only desk with a pencil sharpener. Don't know why. Anyway, she used to go and sharpen a pencil every day, and he said it was his favourite part of his day, that 10 minutes he got to speak to her. Isn't that nice? And he would literally dress up all smart for it, he'd prepare what to say, he'd look forward to it every day. And one day after a couple of, chats, he built up the confidence, he looked her in the eye and said, I'd like to marry you someday. And they fell in love. Isn't that a lovely story? That's the genuine true story, right? And I think, what's my story going to be? When my grandkids are like, Grandad, how did you meet Grandma? I have to be like, well, kids, I systematically asked out every woman in a 50-mile radius. And your grandma was the fittest one that said yes. I just plucked up the confidence and said, winky face aubergine. Fell in love, yeah. It takes all the fun out of it, Like Grindr. Grindr seems unbelievably intense. Obviously, I'm in a straight relationship, so I don't use Grindr on the phone she knows about. But it isn't. I've got mates who use it, right? I remember being on a Friday night in Manchester, and just to show me how intense Grindr gets, my mate showed me a screen. And he went, you see this, right? At this very moment, there are 33 men within 12 metres looking to do it right now. And I was like, Jesus Christ. I need to get off this megabus. This has been, I don't want this to end. You guys have been absolutely wonderful. You're so good here, Kenilworth. Here's what I think we should let it end. I think we should have a lock-in, right? Get drunk all weekend. And then I'll give you all legal sick notes for Monday. How's that? 10 days off for being a massive lad. But before I go, I want to share one little story with you. But I've done my time, and I won't take too long. So what I'll do is, a bit like the previous acts, I'll let you choose the story I end on. Okay? So quick choice of 1, 2, or 3 story to end on. Do you want to hear about the first time I had sex, my weirdest night out ever in Wigan, or the time I got kicked by a horse? Wigan. Okay. All right. So I was fucking this horse in Wigan. Thank you, Kenilworth. You've been lovely.